So what we're going to want to do is duplicate the layer 3 times. And you can do that by right clicking on the layer and clicking duplicate layer, or we can use the shortcut, which is Command J on Mac. What we want to do is go to the second layer down, adjustment layer. I want to select hue and saturation. If you click this icon here, it will make sure that the effects happen to the layer below it. So it's going to drill it down. So click that icon there. Let's bring the saturation down, hide that, back in the layers palette. And as we can see, there's a black and white image. And for now, we want to shut that image off. Go back to the top image. Let's view it. We want to go down here to clipping mask, select that button, and you'll see a white box on the right hand side. For now, shut that layer off. That's that one done. And now we're down at the bottom layer, the only one that's visible on the layer palette. We want to go into image, adjustments, and then select black and white. Select that. So here we're going to want the image to bring out the reds and decrease everything else. And it will do it the best it can. So we'll get the reds and we'll drag that up to 300, and you can see how everything with the element of red is going a vibrant white to indicate that's selected. And don't worry about anything that's in the background that's showing up at this point. We can sort that out after. Let's reduce the yellows, the greens, the cyans, and so on. Bring them all down to -200 and select OK. We now need to go back to the top layer. If we click in the white box and make sure we're in there and not on the image, in the mask, go to image and apply image. Click OK. Now if we turn off the bottom layer, bring in the black and white image, when we reveal the top layer, we should have a red car. Boom. And there we go. So it's not done a bad job. A lot of the elements around the car are black and white. We can see some colour popping around with the yellow mark side of the road, a bit in the trail on the left hand side up the hill. So this is if you're comfortable with the brush, what you want to do is select that. Make sure you're in the clipping mask. If we just zoom in, things with clipping masks, and this is probably going to be another tutorial, or there's plenty on YouTube for you to look at, that black will remove colour. As we can see there, it's quite harsh. I've just done that for an example. And white will reveal colour, so we can see how the green's coming back in the background. So if we just take the brush, make sure we've got full black selected. Depending on your confidence, you can have the opacity of the brush at 100 or 50. So let's bring it down to 50 just for an example. So that's going to lightly remove the colour for now. So it's not going to take it all away. You can slowly increase that. For the purpose of the demonstration, I've got on 100 and I'll just quickly zap this off. So if we just go around the car, around the lights, I'm doing this very quickly. You can take a lot more time, zoom in, really detailed, up on the path in the top left. There's some in the background, as we can see over here. Slight markings there. And from a few simple steps, you can see the image has so much more impact now. The focal point is the car. So it's a great tip for anybody who's not, maybe it's not advanced. I wouldn't consider this advanced Photoshop skills. Anyone can jump into Photoshop, grab an image and create some dramatic visuals that they could use across their marketing on social media. So I'm just going to quickly do another version just to run through it again. I won't be as thorough in terms of explanation, but I'll just go through one more time. Same image again. We've got one color we want to draw out, the red dress. We'll duplicate the layer 3 times. We'll put a clipping mask on the top layer. We'll turn it off. Second layer, adjustment layer, hue saturation, drill that down so it applies to that layer, reduce the saturation, hide that, go back to the layers, turn that off again, bottom layer, image, adjustments, black and white, increase the reds, and you can see how her dress has popped red now, reduce the yellows and so on. Click OK, back in the mask and make sure you're in there. Image, apply image, sorry, nearly forgot. Click OK, hide the image, reveal the black and white, and we should get a red dress. Boom. And again, some natural skin tones are coming in. Personally, you know, it kind of adds to the image His shoes, like a light brown, some pinks in the skin of the hands. I don't think this is done bad. Even some of the kind of the flowers in the background I hadn't noticed before. And again, it's more of a statement. It's a very nice visual now to look at. So that's a quick tutorial, how to make a colour pop in Photoshop. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.